keep it right here.
Say that
And
again. I'm sorry.
oh, I just have the little sheet here of the agenda qualification closed. I just keep it right here on the desk. So
And eventually that will become automatic. That will just become automatic to you. When you're reading a script, it's people know. Don't you know when you get a salesperson call you on the phone, don't you know in the first nanoseconds it's a sales call?
oh yeah, oh yeah, nanosecond, easily,
Oh
easily.
yeah. And the thing is, when that person you how long do you stay on the phone? I think the rejection rate is almost 100% on cold calling. When you get a live person on the phone who doesn't know who you are, you're interrupting their meatloaf dinner. I think the rejection rate is almost 100%. I don't even know how they get these people to do that job.
Well, I think it's just sheer volume. It's just sheer volume. We don't really do much cold calls anymore.
Yeah, the quote unquote numbers game, right?
Correct. So you
Yeah.
get into all of that. And it was interesting 'cause I would go on a seller appointment and they would get a cold call while I'm there. And they would literally be like, I get this phone rings like 5, 10, 20 times a day.
Yeah.
And they'll literally, and it was amusing because they'll even put them on speaker while I'm standing there in front of them. Now, this is not your assistant, is it? Nope, actually, it's not. I'm here. So,
I have some videos. I have some videos on YouTube where I've had 50, 60,000 hits. It's called How to Torture a Telemarketer. Okay. And massive hits on this stuff. And I get these people who call me up and stuff like that. And I just keep asking them questions and they don't know the answers. And I just keep them on and have so much fun. And then on top of it, we talk about marketing, content from content. A lot of times, if I can get them on the phone, I'll hit a record button on another device. Okay. And then I'll use that and upload it to YouTube and to Facebook and everything else. And then people will see it and follow me, and maybe they'll become a prospect or a customer.
sure, sure.
Content from content.
No.
So today's role play Wednesday. Let's do some role plays. Do you have anything in mind that or a stall, an objection you'd like me to handle for you, or would you like me to suggest a few things?
Well, I think we've talked about it, but this morning was I'd love to hear how you say when someone calls. Like I got, it's like, hey, so that you coach, you teach. Claude, I'd love to pick your brain.
Oh, I'd love
Do you
to
have a moment?
get your pickaxe out and your names, sir.
My name is Frank.
Hi, Frank. You don't have a last name, do you?
I do, Iglesias.
Oh, okay, very good. Wasn't there a famous singer named Iglesias? I can't.
There is, but I don't know if I'm related. If I am, I haven't received the royalties yet, so we'll
There
see.
you go. My name is Claude Diamond. Thank you for calling. Your phone number came up on the ID. Can I have your email address? Because I want to send you a gift after this conversation.
Oh, sure, yeah, it's Frank at workingwithhouses.com.
Got it. Thank you. Boom. Okay. You called me. What's the most important thing for me? First, to capture information, your name, your email, or your phone number, or something, because I want to send you something afterwards, a gift. Who says no to a gift, right? Especially in December.
Sure, well, that's
Okay.
true.
So the most important thing is to build up a loyal database, and you do that. You called me, so I can. So it's easy for me to say, "Hey, let me send you a free gift at the end of this call." And you want to pick my brain? Hey, get out the pickaxe. I use humor a lot too. Okay, so trying to get that rapport, that bonding, that charismatic conversation right in the beginning. Back in again. Yeah. So, Frank, how did you hear of me? Why you? What made you call me today?
Well, I was just looking to do different kinds of projects in real estate, and I just came across your name in LinkedIn that you did a lot of big flips, and so I thought, you'd be someone good to reach out to.
Glad to. I'm glad to. Let me ask you. So is this what you're doing now? You don't mind if I ask one or two quick questions, and then you can ask me a few and pick my brain to your heart's content, and then maybe I'll find a way to solve these needs here you brought up. Okay.
Okay, okay, no, I don't mind.
Great. If we can do business, great. If not, you don't have to say you'll think about it. Just do me a personal favor and fire me. Can you do that?
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
You're a good man. Thank you. I don't like to bother people or put stress on the conversation. And, when people say, call me in 2 weeks or I'll think about it or I got to talk to my spouse, I always feel that they're just being polite. And that's not necessary. That's not necessary with me. This is just, I just want to help you get started whatever way you want. So have you done any deals yet, Frank?
Yeah, we've done 100 deals, yes.
Oh, you've done 100 deals. So why are you calling me? It sounds like you know more than me at this point.
Well, all the deals I've done have been, small cosmetic type things.
What's
And
nothing wrong with that. Small cosmetic deals, you're making great money probably.
yeah, it's done all right, but we'd like to get into some larger renovation type projects, and it's looks to be it looks a little scary, so we just thought I'd like to talk to someone that plays with those a little bit. You look like someone that's done that.
Yeah, we have done large projects. When you say small to large projects, can you give me a dollar amount? And what kind of property are we talking about? Residential, commercial, multiple dwellings? Land? What are you talking about here?
So we're talking about residential. I don't, it seems like these projects would cost at least $100,000 in work. So, it's not just paint, carpet, AC, roof. We're taking it down to the studs and basically redoing them, it looks like. So,
Dollar amount?
like I said, I think minimum project size would be 100,000 at work minimum, maybe more.
Okay. And you want to go from 100,000 to what? $1 million deals, 5 million, 10 million? What are you looking for?
We're looking at projects that are probably in the, that would resell anywhere from 3 to 700,000.
Got it. So, okay, off the role play for a second, just interrupt and kind of dissect this as we're going along for the people watching. This is my 3 minute timer, 180 seconds. What do I want to know? My students you'll get this after your first deal as a reward, Frank, but that we do together. I want to know in the first 180 seconds or 3 months, you want that gut, that instinctual feeling. Is this a guy I can do business with? What's his EQ, his emotional quotient? Is he a 1 or a 2, could care less? Just he's lonely, wants to talk to some guy with a New York City accent, Colorado, or is this a guy a 4 or 5? There's some interest, some curiosity, but it hasn't developed yet. Or is he an 8, 9, or 10? And if he's a 4 or 5, can I take him to an 8, 9, or 10? And can I instinctually know that in the first 180 seconds?
Sure.
Right. Good morning, Dave. How you doing, buddy? The thing about it is, how many times have we been for 45, 60 minutes having the world's greatest bullshit session? And then they say, thank you, God bless you. See, I'll think about it. I'll call you after the holidays, and nothing. You just gave away an hour of your life.
I just wanted to say, yes, you can get that information in the 180 seconds with the right questions.
Absolutely. Here's my Santa Claus microphone here. They're available now on eBay. No.
How much of a value of a deal does he have to do to get one of these high cost devices?
It doesn't matter. This is just to stimulate. It's a reminder. It's to give you heightened awareness. How much time do we waste on we're in business. Why are we in business, gentlemen?
To make egg salad.
Yes. I love egg salad on a toasted bagel. God, with lettuce and tomato. What's better than that, man? You're making me hungry. I'm going to be going skiing today. Can you guys see outside? We got a foot of snow the other day. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Can't see it. Oh, I think I see it.
Yeah, that's out there behind the trees. That's the Continental Divide. I'm in a little valley here at 10,000 feet. And it's a heat wave. It's 40 degrees. It's going to be 40 degrees today. That's warm for us. It's not Atlanta or San Diego, absolutely. But the thing about it is, we're in business to make money today. We have a right. Do we have a right to? We have to give information, and there's a certain amount of missionary work we have to do. Okay, giving away free information. There's a certain amount, but are we also entitled to put a? Are we entitled to monetize our time? If we do good work, honest work, give good value to people, are we entitled to be compensated?
Yeah,
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what's thing. So back in the good old.
And if you give him what he needs, then you expect reciprocation in return.
Yeah, yeah, but you got to make sure in the beginning, the agenda step is where you set the rules, the groundwork. Okay, the referee's out there flipping the coin with the whistle and everything. Okay, you want to set the ground rules, the rules of the game. Then you need to go to qualification. Now, what are we really selling? We're selling a coaching program. We're selling. We want to do a deal, a partnership, or something. We're selling products, services, whatever we're selling. First of all, do they have a need? Are they motivated? Do they have the money to pay for the need? Do they have the authority to make a decision today? And do they have the character to keep that decision? And is it timely? Is this something they want to do today or 6 months from today or 6 years from today? This is the point of qualification in this. And while you're qualifying, you want to get them emotionally involved. Just giving facts and figures, it won't work. It'll work, but it's a much longer process. When people get emotional, I don't care if you're doing a $5 million negotiation, a lease purchase on a house, you can get a yes, you can get a commitment, or at least another appointment or a contract in the first phone call.
I know Frank's new, but I wanted to make the comment that you always use the analogy, be the doctor. When you go to the doctor, what's the first thing they say to you when they come in the room?
Hi, Dave, Dr. Diamond here. How you feel? Hey, good to see you. How you feeling, buddy?
I'm not feeling so good, Doc.
Oh, tell me what's wrong.
I got this pain. I've had it for the last 25 years. It started when it started when I met my wife.
Yeah, get a divorce. Here's your prescription.
Doing my Henny Youngman act.
Yeah. The thing about it.
But what the doctor asks you the open-ended questions, and then he shuts up and lets you do all the talking while you take some notes.
Do you mind the doctor asking you those questions? Is there any resentment? Is it or anything?
No, because he's trying to diagnose your problem.
Yeah. He's
And
trying
then
to
when
help.
when you have that information, then if the I want to think about's come up, you rehash the pain and what's hurting.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the key here. To just have good morning, Wade. Good to see you, buddy. I don't know if he heard me or not. Wade? There you go.
Hey,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yes,
How you doing?
Good morning. I'm gonna
Good
go
morning.
back. I'm gonna go back into my role play there with Frank. So Frank, you want to go from point A from $100,000 deals to $300,000 to $500,000 deals, if I hear you correctly.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so what's stopping you? I mean, you've done 100 deals. You're very experienced. You know your marketplace. You know what I'm not sure if I understand. Help me out. Why don't you just go ahead and do those deals? Team up with Joseph and Helen.
Well, we just know that we've done enough deals to know that we don't know what we don't know. And this is a specific deal type that we haven't done. So it's kind of we don't know what we don't know about these types. So let's talk to someone that knows.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. what you just said. So if you found a solution, okay, to, so that you could start doing those kind of deals in the next, this isn't something you want to do right away, is it? In December, or are you setting this up for 2024?
Yeah, we're thinking we'd like to get started maybe in February or March of 2024, or but if the right opportunity comes up, we can start sooner. We think we're ready for it, but we don't know. We don't know, so we're not sure if we're ready.
Know what you don't know. So you're calling me for answers. Said you wanted to pick my brain. If I was able to help you find a solution, so in the next 30, 60 days, so 2024 is the best financial year of your life, and you're doing larger deals for less hassle and higher profit. If maybe me, maybe somebody, if you found that solution, you wouldn't want to make a commitment on that today, would you?
Yeah, I mean, we could certainly be open to it. I mean, I'd want to talk to my partner about it, but I want to, I mean, it's certainly a possibility.
Okay, off the role play. You just heard it's a possibility. What is that? Is that a yes? What it was? It's a possibility. Okay, and then I have to talk to my lovely spouse. Okay, so special
He's not the
effects. I'm
decision
sorry.
maker. He's not the decision maker either.
Okay, but what's the score? Let's in our mind. Okay, that he didn't say no. He just gave us that what they call an ambiguous answer, a wishy-washy answer. Why? First of all, let's get into psychology. Why did he give that mediocre answer?
Protection.
Good. Anybody else?
Giving him way out if he decides this, I want to get off this call.
Yeah, he wants an escape route and everything. He wants to be
I
able.
think,
Go ahead.
no, I think sometimes people have, and I've certainly felt this, where it's the fear of this sounds too good. So is it really true?
Right. What did your mom say when you're a little boy to go out and play in the street? What did your mom said the same thing my mom said. Go play in the traffic? No. What did your mom say?
By a car.
Why? No, you're a little boy. You're going out with a ball or something in your hula hoop.
Careful.
Be careful. Don't talk to
Strangers.
strangers, right? Do you think we carry that into adulthood?
It's a Rick Springfield song.
Yeah. Don't talk to really. 8975309.
No, that's not him.
That's the other one. Okay. So do you think when you get a stranger on the phone, it sounds too good to be true, what you just said? Do you think we put up our guard? Do you think does a prospect have a default safety system?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We're programmed.
Yeah, we're programmed for it. It's a default system. I don't want to say yes too fast. I don't know this guy. It sounds too good to be true. Hold on there, cowboy. So you say it's a possibility. I need to talk to other people. You volunteered 2 things right away. Okay, this is good if you know how to listen. If you listen to the words, salespeople don't listen because they're so busy. I got to go back to my slideshow, or I got to read my script. They don't listen. Okay, so these are 2 things. What's the score you'd give Frank? Frank, well, what score would you get at this point?
What score?
Score 1 through 10. The G.U.T.S emotional quotient barometer. 10 means you're a hot prospect. 5 or 6 means maybe there's some interest there, curiosity. We haven't decided yet. We're kind of on the top. 2 or 3, no interest at all. You're just you're lonely. You want to talk to your Uncle Claude.
I would give myself, in this case, a 6, where it's just a little bit more than, it's like we want to believe it, but
right. There's a possibility.
But I'm here in February, March, not December, January.
I can fix that part. That's okay. Can we, even though somebody said February or March, if we get them emotionally involved now, do you think we could get a commitment now, money now, a contract now, but then schedule to start 2 or 3 months down the road?
You could probably.
If you're doing a deal with somebody, okay, and they want to, let's reverse engineer it. Frank, I'll make you the sales guy. Right? No, let's let Wade get a shot here. Okay, Wade,
Yeah.
can you do? You're not driving, are you? Okay. Hey, Wade.
No, I'm good.
I love your program, man. I love this. This is great, and I definitely want to do it. You got a yes for me. But I don't want to start this till February. Like after the holidays and everything settles down. But I definitely want to do this, man. So why don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Can we talk in
That's super.
February, or what should I do? I want to do this, man. I think you're great. Your program's great. I love your materials, your webpage. You sound like the right guy I've been looking for. I just don't want to, is it okay? I just want to be honest with you. I don't want to start this till February 1st.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's great. I'm really looking forward to working with you. I was thinking, would you be able to just take care of the payment now, and then we'll be all ready to get up and running in February?
You mean
Do we want to do that?
the full payment right now? I mean, man, it's almost Hanukkah, Christmas, and Kwanzaa. It's like, see how
I know.
woke I can become. I covered everything.
Well, I mean, what did you have in mind? It sounds like you wanted to split the payments up, maybe, or what were you thinking?
Yeah, that'd be great. But I figured I'll sign an agreement, whatever you want, and and we can start can we just start off the whole thing in February? How about if I just pay you in full in February? I don't even mind signing an agreement. This is a tough
Yeah,
one.
Claude, I don't know where to go with that because
Okay. Here's the
yeah, I don't know.
Struggle a little.
Here's the rule. Always get some skin in the game. Am I a good prospect? Am I a nice guy? Have I made a commitment? Yes, yes, and yes. But what can happen in the next 30, 60, 90 days?
Oh
Right?
yeah, you're gone. Uh-huh.
So the rule is always get skin in the game. Did that help you?
Okay. I mean, I get it. You gotta spend save up a little bit of money for Hanukkah, Christmas, and Kwanzaa, and then there's the New Year and everything too. So I totally understand that.
Yeah. I mean, you're great, man. I love this program. I can't wait to get started. And you have probably some good study materials and videos and books and mind maps and stuff. I can't wait to get. I wish I had those. I wish I had those materials now.
Yeah. What I was thinking, how about we put something down today, and then I can get you those materials. How about we do something like that?
There
And
we
then,
go, baby. There you go. There you go. We got it. That was the answer. Okay, finish up the role play.
Okay, yeah, you
That was
gave me
fun.
you gave me a good hint right there. You gave me a little tip. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about we do that? What would you be comfortable with putting down today, and then I can get those materials over to you.
Okay.
What were you thinking?
Make it like, you know what? I'm gonna just send you my materials, so you can start studying. I don't usually do that. That's a little scarcity button in there. And back in the role play. Can I just give you $500
Nice.
bucks? Can I send you a Venmo or something?
Yeah, yeah, $500. I mean, I think, I don't usually do this, but I really
I
like you.
can give you I'll give you 1,000. I don't care. I want to do. I'll send you 1,000 if you want.
Okay. Yeah. If you can send me 1,000, I could send you those documents right away, and then you'll be
Make
all
it
ramped up
special.
and ready to go.
It's special. Like you never, you know what? You're a good guy. You're gonna put it, and you're a man of your word. I know that about you. I'm gonna just send you my study materials right now, and as an early Christmas gift.
You also juice it up a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit. Claude, what if I could
Sorry,
finance this
guys.
for you?
I got
What
some
if I could
choppy connection here. I don't know if you can hear me.
you bring up what if I could finance this
Go
for
ahead,
you
Dave.
with zero interest?
Yeah, we could do that, but I played this guy specifically, and that's a good technique, Dave. And you've seen me do it a million times. I could finance it with no interest, but if you put something down today, we could do pay. But were you listening to what the guy said? Did anybody pick up what I said about the payment in February? Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, he was gonna pay. He wanted to pay everything in February.
Right.
Right.
So why do you want to take a guy who wants to give you, I don't know, X amount of dollars in full in February, is willing to do a contract, he loves you and your materials. Do you want to change him to a finance thing at that? I mean, and then eliminate the full payment in February?
No, no.
I
Yeah.
want Hanukkah money.
Oh yeah. Chocolate that, yeah, it's only chocolate wrapped in gold foil. I mean, it's
No, I want the $1,000.
yeah. So now Wade has got $1,000 today. Is there anything wrong on a Wednesday morning or afternoon where you are with to get $1,000? And what else are you going to do to I love this word, consummate the deal?
You're sending your
Yeah, so
materials.
Go
You're
right.
ahead.
giving him something for it.
Somebody send me a contract. Finish up the deal. Finish up the deal.
Go ahead, Dave.
Dave, go ahead.
I'm the buyer, right?
I'll give you 1,000. Yeah, you're the prospect. I'll give you $1,000 today. Not a problem. You want me to send you Venmo? Give you a credit card? And
I
have a
can do the
carrier pigeon?
1,000. I can do the 1,000, Claude.
No. You're the salesman.
Oh, I'm the salesman.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I thought you wanted the other way.
I know how to do this. I know how to do this already. I want you guys.
Yeah. So Claude, I appreciate that you want to do this in maybe February. Why don't we do this? I know you like the program. I want to get my materials out to you as fast as possible so you can review them over the time while we're waiting to get started. Why don't we do this? Do you feel comfortable putting up $1,000 up front and then
I
we can
told you.
work on
Yeah. Thousands,
we can
no
do
problem.
okay,
I'll get it
great.
to you today. Venmo, what's the thing from Wells Fargo? Zelle,
And you can
PayPal.
make that decision today.
I did already.
Okay, you don't
Can't
need
you
to
take,
talk to your
can't you
wife.
take,
No, well, you
you're
mentioned
starting
that
to
you
take
needed
me off. Can't you take
you
this?
mentioned you needed to talk to your wife. So I'm going to get the contract put together. It's going to take me a couple of hours. I'll get this sent out to you today. Do you think you can get this back to me today?
Couple of hours. Well, we have to go out. We're going shopping, and then we're catching a plane to visit Joseph and Helen in South Carolina. And
Well, why don't
so,
we do this? Let me get your credit card number and I'll get this emailed out to you within the next hour.
oh, okay, yeah. Here it is. Here it is.
Okay.
Okay, you got it. Boom.
Uh,
And you'll
and
send me the contract
the
in the next.
contract, yeah. And before you guys leave today on your trip, make sure you sign the contract on DocuSign and get that back to me.
No. Okay, time out. Now you're sounding like a business guy, and what's the reciprocity? Joseph, take over. Show him reciprocity. Could you do me a small favor, something like
Uh,
that?
Would you do me a small favor?
Oh, for you, for
If
you,
I'll
it's
send you
easy.
this agreement within an hour, would you be able, just as a small favor, to return it back within 15, 20 minutes after you receive it?
Maybe not for you, but for Helen, I'll do it.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
he
Boom.
has Yitzhak Perlman in the background.
Yeah. The thing about it is when you tell someone, hey, look, I'll do this for you, but I want that contract back in an hour. Or as opposed to what Joseph did so beautifully. Did you see the difference? Were they
The
diametrically?
subtleness of it.
Could you do me a small favor? Just a
Little things that you don't even think about make a big difference.
I think I'm in the business of teaching people how to acknowledge and make them feel. How do you make a total stranger like and trust you? You got to acknowledge them. You got to say thank you like a couple times to them. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Frank. Thank you so much for calling me. I love it. That's great. And I'll be glad to answer. Good for you. I'll be glad to answer any of your questions. Sounds like you've really done your homework here. I love talking to guys like you. You know why, Frank? I learned so much from you. This is called in New York City schmoozing, stroking. Okay? If you do it well enough, if you're a good enough actor, what do you think the effect is on this total stranger?
Trust.
Maybe they feel, hey, do you ever meet somebody at a party, social setting, a meeting, and you have that instant, what's the word I'm looking for?
Rapport.
That
Rapport.
rapport. Thank you. That a great word. You have that instant rapport. You know, do you think we can manufacture that or create it, Frank?
Yeah, I mean, just make people feel comfortable, welcomed.
Make them feel special.
Mhm.
Okay.
But to reiterate, the reason you get to that point is the agenda. That you've set that expectation. You've given permission. If this isn't going to work for either one of us, it's okay to let me know that. I'm not going to be offended.
Yeah.
You've climbed the steps to get to the point to a yes and to feel good about it.
What happens when we have good conversation? This is just common sense. Okay, when we just call people and their perception is he just wants his hand on my wallet. I'm going to get as much information from this guy. I am going to stay non-committal. Hey, you know, it sounds good as a possibility and everything like that, so that he can get off the phone, but he got the information from you and he doesn't, and they don't know you or anything else. Because people, we're in a society today. How many times do we get emails saying, oh, did you log on? You used another computer, a different Wi-Fi. I get these almost every day from Amazon and eBay and all the web. Ever go on a web page and you're changing devices today, like from your phone to your iPad or something, and you get these warnings all the time. How many people here have had these phishing emails that look just like the regular web page?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've had them from PayPal, Amazon, eBay. I've had them from everywhere. And the only way you can tell, by the way, is you got to look at the mail address. You know, if you see you know, usually you can see it doesn't say Amazon.com or whatever you're on. You can usually tell, or the spelling's really bad or things like that. I mean, we're inundated with scam artists, right? How about that one guy who just ripped off the billions of dollars on cryptocurrency? By the
Yep.
way, who's on record? I'm going to pat myself stroking here. There's another word, but we won't use it. Who went on record 5 years ago and said cryptocurrency is one of the greatest Ponzi scams ever? Okay. How people have lost their life savings with crypto. There's no accountability. Go ahead.
You know, the other part of that is a lot of people will ask for half up front. You didn't even push them to go 50%. Like
Yeah.
if it was $5,000, that's another $1,500 more than you asked him for.
Right.
So it's a little more. I've got skin in the game, but it's not like this guy really pushed me to, you know, get half of my money up front.
What happens, let me ask you, Frank, back into our role play. What happens if I get a little skin in the game? I get the guy wants to do it in February, March. This is just an early conversation, but you've stimulated it. You've got them emotionally involved, or maybe, hey, I've got great material. By the way, should you guys, those of you who do coaching and consulting, okay, within your business, do you think you should have products to give people as gifts or sell? Yes. We talked about this on the Monday group training.
Okay.
Why? Why is it so important? Wade, go ahead.
Well, so that's how you can kind of start the conversation, right? And send them some kind of free product, something small maybe, and
Something
and
small,
then kind of
something,
start their
yeah,
intrigue, right?
yeah. I mean, maybe you're talking about a very high-end, pricey. I heard somebody told me there are programs out there for $100,000. Oh, there's one in San Diego, Fortune Builders or Wealth Builders or something like that, and everything. So, a person who's not ready to spend an ungodly amount of money, but they're willing, but you're selling them something on the lower end to get their feet wet and see the credibility that your company offers. Hey, Frank, you know,
Yeah.
I know you don't want to start. Wade, did you say it? Want to come in?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Frank, I know you don't want to start till February. Would you like to study and read about how to accelerate your fix and flip business? Maybe study the contracts, read about some deals, watch some videos, get some written material, some audio, so that when we start, if we want to start in, in February, you've already used that time to study. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like that'd be very helpful.
Yeah,
I mean,
I got a really minimal starter program. It's $3,500, and you can study all these materials through the holidays and everything like that. And then you and I can hit the ground running in February. Does that make sense?
yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, because I don't think you really want to, at this point, you don't want to jump into the full program just yet. It's too early. Why do I feel that way?
Well, we just, like I said, we've been in situations where it didn't come out so good, so we really want to make sure we're doing this right. We might even be a little bit on the analysis paralysis side because
Good for
we
you.
don't want to make a mistake.
No, that's good. So why don't we start with at least the study materials, a much smaller amount. Okay, maybe if you'd like to study the materials and have a short conversation with me before the holidays or after New Year's, we can do an update, and then you can make a decision whether we want to move forward in February or not for the big kahuna. And can you imagine for a moment, you start reading and studying the materials, and then you and I start working in February, and we get you from those small deals to those $500,000, $1 million deals. What'll that do to your lifestyle, to your financial security?
That would be very, very helpful. Of course.
What,
That'd be very
what,
helpful.
I've made a decision. I want to start with you, and I really want to work with you, but I want to make sure you're comfortable. So I thought, let's start with a small package, and then I'll credit you 100% later on when we begin, if we begin in February. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, I think that sounds reasonable. I think I can
Is that
push
thing
that through without having to do any extra work. That sounds very fair.
which means?
I'm sorry.
Which means?
I was saying that sounds pretty fair.
I
Yeah.
know, which
Okay.
means that I'm not sure if I understand what you want. You don't
Oh,
want
yeah,
to,
I think we can proceed with that.
you
It's,
think, or you know?
yeah, we can.
What?
Yeah, we can.
Boom. Holy, give him a round of applause. Holy shit, did I watch comedy?
It's pulling teeth.
God.
Oh,
You are
man,
good. You two
nice.
did. Were you now? Is that really you, or you were just busting your Uncle Claude's snowball?
Onions. His onions.
That actually is kind of me, just like, all right.
Okay. Did you hear how many? I'm going to give you guys my favorite $10 word. It used to be 5. Did he obfuscate a commitment there?
Yeah,
Oh my God. What was that? What were the words he used? What were all those words? I forgot. Oh God.
That sounds
That was
really
like
good.
that was like pulling a
good.
tooth out in Tombstone, Arizona in the 1880s.
Yeah, with no Novocaine. Yeah, exactly. The thing about it is, and what did you guys see during the sequence? I'll come back to this in a second. Every time I ended speaking, how did I end? What format did I use at the end of every statement I made?
You ended with a question, right?
Thank you. Yes. Why? This is big.
Because you wanted to control the conversation.
When you end in a question, what does that subliminally, subconsciously force the other person to do?
They have to answer you.
Yes. The person asking the questions combined with the stroking and nurturing is the one in control. So they'll come to you and say, hey, I want to ask you all these questions. What did you say, Frank, in the beginning? I want to pick your brain. Oh, yeah, thank you. I'd love to answer your questions. And you acknowledge them, you thank them. It's wonderful and everything. And then you ask permission to ask questions, and then you ask a question, or you turn a question into a question. This is guts, high-end guts now. How do you turn a question into a question? You use something called feigning ignorance. Okay, somebody asked me a question, anything.
Hey Claude, what's the price of your lease purchase contracts?
I don't know.
Like the package that you sell on your website.
Oh, which one do you mean? I'm sorry.
The main one on your website.
Oh, well, I have two packages. I have actually three packages. I have one that comes with mentoring. I have one that's just contracts, and I have one that comes with everything. Which one did you mean? I'm not sure if I understand.
He's doing it to you,
Uh,
and you don't even
I'm
realize it.
I'm not sure now.
Feigning ignorance, maybe acting stupid intentionally.
Right.
Okay. What? See, if I just, well, how many people here have been trapped in the Q&A vortex? They ask questions, you answer. They answer another question, you answer. Okay. Are you in control? Or are you just free consulting?
That was a subtle way of you not using. I don't know. You were fishing, but you didn't have to say I don't know. It's like you want be more specific, Wade. What is it you're wanting?
I'm leading him down the road to tell me
Right.
what. See, we always, salespeople think they're mind readers. We're not. We don't know what that other person thinks. That's why my favorite word is empathy. What are they thinking or feeling? Okay. The thing about it is, the thing about it is, can I get him to reveal what's in his mind? Joseph, feigning ignorance. It's a tough word. At least you didn't ask me to spell obfuscation. Feighning, feigning ignorance. It's a fancy. I'm a wordsmith, Joseph. I love words. I love things like it means you're a smart man, of course you are. Okay, but it means sometimes, even though when you know the answer to something, what is when the amateur person hears a question that they know, what do they do? What do they do?
Answer it.
They answer it. Oh, I know that. Oh shit, I know that. What is the
The
smart?
Arnold Horseshack. Oh. I know that answer.
Like you're in school, remember? The smart guts guy says, I'm not sure if I understand. What do you mean by? Of course I know. I do this shit all day long. But when I say, what did you mean by that? It's a good question. Give a stroke preface to it. Or, how did you mean that? I'm not sure if I understand. Can you help me out a little bit here? What happens when you go to somebody? Can you help me? I'm not sure I understand. What's going on in their mind? Well, the dummy doesn't know. I better redefine it. I better give more information, right? Does that help us?
He's
Yeah.
he's a recovering attorney,
They teach us
The
a lot.
Socratic questioning.
In law school, they teach you to never ask a question you don't already know the answer to. Okay, never ask the unasked, unknown question. Why? Because something may be revealed you don't want revealed. But in sales, we need more information. It's a more casual setting, okay? And the more information we get, and the more, who should be talking more too? That's a really important point. The salesperson or the prospect?
Prospect.
Why?
Yeah, the prospect. Yeah.
Well, why?
You know the answers, they don't. You're
Yeah,
trying to get them to lead you in the direction of the right questioning so you can get the right information to give them their solution.
what happens when you meet a salesperson and they just yak?
You don't
Okay,
feel listened to.
right. What happens when the prospect tells a story, tells their situation? There's something magical happens when you get the prospect emotionally more involved, talking more. This is hard sometimes. Okay. Anybody here ever meet the prospect that says, yep, okay. You ever meet that person? I mean, Helen Keller spoke. Helen Keller spoke more. But when we get somebody involved in the conversation, do you think we're getting closer? Wow, thank you for sharing that. Now, when you said that, Frank, when you said you want to start in February and everything like that, you don't want to start studying and learning right now and use the next 60 days to gain more knowledge before you hit the ground running in February. You don't want to do that, do you?
Yeah, I mean, if I can squeeze it in my schedule and I have the opportunity, we'd like to, sure.
What did I do? Did anybody hear? That's another thing we do. Frank, you may not know this one as well as the other guys. It's called a redirection. Did you hear, did I go positive or negative in that question?
Negative.
You went negative.
I went negative. Why would I go negative? You know, when I say to people, well, you don't really want to start studying stuff right now, do you? The pendulum's all the way to the left, to the no, negative side. Why did I do this?
You expect positive answer.
Yes, yes. So am I controlling the conversation? But do you think they know that I'm doing what I'm doing? Do you think they're really hearing literally what I'm saying? All they're hearing is, you know, I'm going negative. Hey, no, I want to do this. No, that's a great idea. And that's exactly what Frank did in that role play, didn't he?
It's like standing on the train station and the train's starting to move. Are you going to get on, or are you going to just stand there? So you don't want to get on the train and get where we're going, do you? Oh yeah, yeah. You hop on before the caboose goes by.
You can use this in a positive sense too. Frank, are you on board with the negative redirection? That's one of my most powerful techniques because I get commitment. I get the prospect to say yes. I get them to redefine their needs by doing that. It's a really good guts move. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I said, got it.
No. Okay, good. So you want to turn, you want to become the salesman now?
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, I'm real interested. This sounds great, Frank. I really want to get into fix and flips, but I'll tell you what, I don't even know how to plug in a toaster, man.
Well, if you don't know how to plug in a toaster, we'll forgive that. But in the meantime, what I would say is, I mean, we can walk you down that path. It's no problem. And are you looking to get started today? Is that what you're thinking? I mean, what's your time frame?
I don't know. I mean, this is all, I mean, I loved your webpage, your information. It's great stuff. I'm thinking of, you know, I want to start off 2024 and get out of the Chihuahua dog walking service. I got to get a new gig. I got to think of something else. But yeah, I'm just not sure right now. And I'll be honest with you. I'm calling a couple of your competitors too.
Okay. And
I threw in a little nudge there, didn't I?
so if you call in some of the competitors, I mean, if you like what they're doing, you know, why us? Why me? Maybe you shouldn't be working with me if you're checking them out.
Well, I just got started and I like the fact that you come on the phone. I didn't go to a phone room in Zimbabwe or something. I mean, I'm really impressed that you're talking to me right now on Zoom.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, we like to meet people. We keep it here. We're real people. So, and we like to work with people that are real, but they gotta be people that are ready to go. So we want to see how can we get you ready to go?
Well, I really like you. I think your program's the right one. I really don't want to talk to these phone rooms and stuff. Can I be totally honest with you?
Yeah, I mean, can you be honest with me? Let me ask you, can you be honest with me?
Well, yeah.
Okay, well then keep on going.
Okay. Remember, you're nurturing me, you know, of course, thank you. You know. It's the money issue, you know, it's the holidays and my daughter's going to dental school and we're just watching our money and I sent Joseph and Helen a case of South Carolina vodka and it's just the money's been going out. No, it's not South Carolina vodka. Where's that vodka you told me about?
No, it's South Carolina, but we did not receive anything.
Still waiting.
It's in the mail. So the money's, to tell you the truth, the money's an issue right now. I'm a little embarrassed.
Okay, no, okay, if we understand that, if money is a problem, I can respect that. So are you able to put anything down today? Or, I mean, we can offer you financing at 0%, if that'll help you out if you want to get started today.
Okay, that was good, but that was more traditional sales guy. I want you to make it, remember, what's the $1 million rule in guts?
Emotion.
Emotion. I'm a guy who wants to do this. I just opened up my heart to you. You know, money's tight. I told you what it is and everything like that. You went right into financing. how can you nurture? Nurture is stroking on steroids. How could you nurture that a little to make me even like you and trust you more? Is there a move you could do there, Frank?
So Claude, I understand if money's tight, I've been there before, and that can be a little bit stressful, so that sometimes it's a little hard to make a commitment when you're in a position where things are a little bit tight. One of the things we offer with our coaching is also how to navigate that situation, because sometimes in business things are tight. So not only can I appreciate where you are now, I can also help you so that you can put, as I'm teaching you, you will not be in that position again.
Okay.
So,
So did you see the difference? Did you hear the difference between the way you did it the first way and the second way? Frank? Frank?
were you asking me?
Yeah, your name's Frank.
Okay.
You're
I thought
Frank,
you were
right?
just, yeah, I thought you were just saying general statement. Yeah, no, I was able, just really broke it down to a
Yeah,
more
you broke,
personal level.
you made a difference. Now, you want to take it from a B+ to an A+?
So what would that look like?
I know how you feel. Same thing, same situation happened to me. I know what it's like. I've walked in your shoes. I've made a decision. I want to help you. We're gonna find a way to solve this right now. Maybe let me ask you this. I don't normally do this, but I've really made a decision. If I was to offer you financing so that we could make a commitment, move forward, you could start studying now. How does that resonate with you?
I mean, that sounds like that would help me out a lot. I mean, it seems like, I mean, what would that look like? I mean, it sounds good, but what does that look like?
Well, off the role play, did you hear the more I slowed down my tonality, which is hard for me to slow down, and I made it, I know how you feel. What do you think? I've gone through the same thing. I've experienced the same thing. Does that remove away any embarrassment or revealing personal things when the person you're talking to says, I had the same experience? Other people have had that experience. What is that getting? Do you see the emotional, what we're doing here?
Mhm.
You deflated the stress in the situation.
Well, hopefully, what I'm hoping in your mind, Frank, is that you're saying, hey, this guy understands me. This guy went through it. This guy has other people. This guy, this is charismatic selling. My mentor was a genius in this stuff. How do you go from zero to hero in the first phone call? Just like this. Go ahead. You look like you had a question or something.
No, we're good. We're good.
Did you see this? We did it 3 different ways. Did you see the difference in each way?
Mhm.
Yeah, good. Anybody else? We got about 3 minutes left here where I have to go.
I've been hearing this from you for 30 years, and every time I listen, I forget what I haven't heard. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like,
no, it makes a lot
I
of.
hear things in such different ways, and I'm like, I probably heard it 100 times, but I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like, damn.
What is the secret that some people, I call them 1%ers, I call them persuaders. I love a great salesman. You give me a great salesperson, it's a schmuck on my forehead. I'm going to buy it. But I never meet them because I'm the easiest guy in the world to sell, but nobody knows how to sell me. They bore me. They sell me facts and figures and things I'm not interested in. They're manipulative and they're obvious. What's the way? What is it that's super, the very successful people, what is it that they all have in common? They're great. They're persuaders. They know how to get people's attention. They know how to get them emotionally involved. They know how to qualify and get commitment right in the first phone call. Tell me that isn't $1 million superpower.
You know who's really good at that is Jordan Peterson.
Yeah. Oh, he's political. He's a psychologist from Canada, I believe, right? But when he speaks, and his tonality and his passion are so.
It's like I'm talking right to you.
Yeah.
And he's talking to millions.
Yeah. And he never, if you notice, he always stays, he's very relaxed. His legs are crossed. He never gets emotional. He rarely gets emotionally triggered. He answers emotional or crazy questions with logic, with passion. And he's some people are really, you can tell why they're successful because like what we're doing here today, they practice, they rehearse. Don't we usually, last thing, statement here, do you think we usually hear the same 10 questions in our business? What do you guys think? Isn't there a certain amount of redundancy? If we're in a specific niche business, don't we usually hear the same stuff all the time?
Less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we can practice redirection, turning questions into questions, keeping it emotional with storytelling or bonding and all the other, and the stroking and nurturing and empathy and all the things that I put together here, this is a different way to sell. And this is the way, people say, we talked about this, I think, on Monday, it's a numbers game. Okay. What they're saying is, I think what they mean is scalability. Well, if we call or automatically or use AI to call up 10,000 people today, somebody in those numbers is going to want to schedule an appointment with us or anything. I would rather have a few high quality calls without wasting time and money on trying to find people who have no idea who I am. That goes back to my marketing, my new marketing program that I developed.
Hey, Claude, next month, do you think we could maybe do this on the 1st and 3rd Wednesday of the month? Because this is, the role plays are really great.
Actually, it's funny you said that. I was going to announce, you kind of took my thunder away. How did you know?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's funny you said this. For next year, we're going to make some changes. Every first Monday of the month will be a role play Monday.
Oh, Monday.
It's a big change. Instead of a theme, we'll do themes on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th or 5th of the Monday of the month. But on the first Monday of every month, we're just going to do role playing. Does anybody have a quick role? Is that good? What do you guys think of that idea?
I would like it
that'd be
twice.
great.
I would like it at least twice a month.
No, it's tough. As the business grows and we have more and more people, it's hard. I have phone calls after this and follow-ups, and I have to create media and everything like that. Time becomes, when you become really conscious of your time. And is your time rewarding? Is it productive? Why are we in business, gentlemen?
Make money today.
Amen. Amen. Anybody have a last question before I go?
No, this is really good, Claude. Thank you.
Good? Was this good? Did we I love doing this. I love doing this stuff.
Where's beautiful Helen?
I don't know. You're asking Joseph?
I guess I gotta
Yeah,
set it.
I haven't seen her in a while.
I hope he's asking me. Yes.
Asking you. It wasn't me. He's in California, so I wouldn't be worried. Okay.
As soon as he started to wear beard, so I'm a little bit afraid.
There you go. There you go, gentlemen. What a lot of fun. Did we learn something today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
It's all about sales. It's all about staying relaxed and confident and comfortable, using a system, practicing the art of the system, and understanding the science of the system. Why do people behave in certain ways? How do they react to our stories, the words we use, the way we ask questions? You focus on this, you practice it like we do here, and you have a good product or service to sell, you can't help but make a lot of money. You can't help it. There's people out there who want the personal touch. They want to be acknowledged. How many people here, how many people here have a regular restaurant, barbershop, or someplace where they know your name, the Cheers effect? How many times do you go to say, Joseph, don't you love Joseph, Helen, I'm so glad to see you. I got your table ready. Oh, how you been? How's the family? Tell me, don't you love that?
Yes.
Don't we love when people acknowledge us and treat us special? That's all I'm teaching here. That's all I'm teaching. And what do you think the reaction will be when you make people feel special, and maybe they're a brand new prospect? What do you think the odds? Do you think the forces of the universe are more in your favor?
Hopefully.
Yeah, well, you got a shot. It's not a guarantee. You're right. You're right, Joseph. It's not a guarantee, but is it better than reading a script or having a recording or having something that doesn't resonate, that doesn't get a reaction out of people? You know, we're inundated by bad, boring, obnoxious marketing today. True? What do you guys think?
Yep.
It's overwhelming. So if we can go to somebody and say, you know what, I hear you, I'm listening to you. If I can help you solve your problem, can we move forward today? You know, it's okay. I don't ask for the orders directly. I ask indirectly. I make the prospect. I think a wise person once said, "Don't sell people, make them give it to you." It's a whole different thing. Have a great day, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Claude.
Yeah.
Care.
Great class.
Bye.
Thank you. Let's find some music here.
Have a good one. And be careful on the slopes.
Don't drive me crazy.